I am Joseph, and I want to speak to you not as a hero from a story, but as a man who lived long enough to understand how God truly works. I was betrayed by my own brothers, sold like an object, forgotten in a foreign land, falsely accused, and locked away when I had done nothing wrong. If your life feels unfair right now, if you're confused why obedience hasn't been rewarded yet, stay with me. Because what people tried to destroy in my life, God used to prepare me. My first lesson is this: betrayal does not cancel God's plan. The people who hurt you most are often the people closest to you. When my brothers turned against me, I thought my life was over. But I later learned that people can change your position, but they cannot change your destiny when God is involved. In today's world, betrayal may look like being pushed out of a job, lied about, or abandoned by family. But remain faithful, because your story is still being written. The chapter that breaks you is not the chapter that defines you. Listen to me carefully. When people push you down, they may actually be pushing you toward what God has prepared. My brothers threw me in a pit, but that pit led to Egypt. Egypt led to Potiphar's house. Potiphar's house led to prison. Prison led to Pharaoh's palace. Every rejection was actually redirection. The second lesson is this: not every pit is the end. After betrayal, I didn't rise immediately. I became a servant, working in a house that wasn't mine, with no rights and no future in sight. Yet God was with me even there, and I discovered that God doesn't wait for perfect conditions to work. He works wherever the heart remains faithful. Today, you may feel trapped by debt, illness, responsibility, or systems you cannot control. But God looks at who you're becoming, not where you're standing. Your current limitation is not your final destination. It's your training ground. In Potiphar's house, I learned administration. I learned how systems work. I learned how to manage what belonged to someone else with integrity. I didn't know I was being trained to manage an entire nation. I thought I was just surviving, but God was preparing me. Where you are right now, that's not punishment, that's preparation. The skills you're learning in this season, the patience you're building, the character you're developing, you're going to need all of it for what's coming. The third lesson is one many people avoid. Character matters more than opportunity. I was tempted to take a shortcut, to satisfy desire and protect my position. Potiphar's wife offered me what looked like comfort, security, even advancement. But I chose obedience, and it cost me everything in the moment. I was falsely accused, sent to prison for doing the right thing. And I want you to hear this clearly. Doing right does not guarantee immediate reward, but it does guarantee God's presence. And in the long run, God's presence is worth more than any temporary comfort. In the modern world, you may be offered success through compromise, money through dishonesty, comfort through silence. But remember this: fast success without character always ends in collapse. God will never promote you faster than your character can sustain. I've seen it. People who climb quickly through shortcuts always fall quickly through exposure. But people who build slowly with integrity, when God lifts them, no one can bring them down. The fourth lesson is this: prison can become a school. In the darkest place of my life, I could have become bitter, but instead, I chose to serve, to listen, to care. And it was in that quiet place that God began speaking again, preparing me for influence I couldn't yet see. I interpreted dreams for the cupbearer and the baker. The cupbearer forgot me for 2 more years. 2 more years of waiting after I'd already been forgotten. But I didn't know that delay was necessary, because when Pharaoh needed someone to interpret his dream, the cupbearer finally remembered, and the timing was perfect. If he'd remembered me earlier, I would have been released, but not promoted. The timing had to align with Pharaoh's need. God wasn't late, he was precise. Your prison today may be loneliness, depression, waiting, or unanswered prayers. But don't close your heart. Don't stop serving. Don't stop caring. Because sometimes God prepares us in silence for a moment that will change many lives. The fifth and greatest lesson I learned is about forgiveness. When my brothers stood before me years later, afraid and powerless, I had every reason to repay pain with pain. I had the authority. I had the power. I could have destroyed them with one word, but instead I said these words: "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." Forgiveness didn't erase my past, it released my future. Forgiveness doesn't mean the wound never existed. It means the wound no longer controls you. In your life today, unforgiveness may be tying you to a past season God already wants to redeem. You're replaying old conversations, rehearsing old hurts, imagining revenge scenarios that will never happen. And every moment you spend there is a moment stolen from your future. Forgiveness is not weakness, it's maturity that trusts God with justice. It's saying, I'm not the judge, God is, and I'm free. When I forgave my brothers, I wasn't just releasing them, I was releasing myself. I was choosing to stop living in the past and start living in the purpose God had for me. After a long life, this is what I know to be true. God never rushes and he never wastes pain. He uses betrayal, delay, loss, and silence to position you where your life can bless others. Every tear you cried, God collected it. Every unfair moment, God recorded it. Every night you wondered if he was still there, he was, and he was working. If you're at the bottom today, it doesn't mean God has left you. It may mean he's preparing you for something greater than you can imagine. The depth of your pit often indicates the height of your promotion. Stay faithful, stay honest, trust God's timing. Because when God lifts you, no one can stop it. When Pharaoh promoted me, the same brothers who sold me ended up bowing before me, not because I forced them, but because God's plan was always bigger than their hate. So here's what I want you to do right now. Go to the comments and write down what you're facing. What pit are you in? What betrayal are you healing from? What seems unfair in your life right now? Write it out, because I'm praying for you, and this community is praying for you. Or maybe God spoke something to your heart through my story. Maybe you realized your pit isn't the end. Maybe you're ready to forgive. Maybe you're ready to trust God's timing. Write that down too. Declare it, because declaring it makes it real. This is Joseph. The boy thrown in a pit became the man who saved a nation. And the God who did that for me is the same God who's working in your life right now. Don't give up. Your story isn't over. The best part is still being written. God meant it for good. Remember that, and keep moving forward.